Hey guys, welcome back to Super Salt Central's playthrough of Majora's Mask. I am Arbiter from the channel, doing a solo hosting, I guess, of this game, because we had a lot of footage of only side questing and picking up items and stuff. And so Delta and I talked about it, and we're going to montage the whole thing and just show little bits of our progress. So as you can see, we started off by going to the ferry, because if you remember, the Great Fairy told us in Deku form that if we came back as our true form, she would have another prize for us. So we made our way back, or I should say Delta made his way back to the fairy fountain, and she gave us the Great Fairy's Mask, which will aid greatly in finding stray fairies throughout the dungeons. So it's little things like this that are useful and kind of necessary to have while exploring dungeons, so that we have enough life and we have enough time to get everything done. And I was just trying to set Delta up for success. So then we got Kamaro's mask, because that'll get a heart piece. One of the things Delta wanted to collect was a few heart pieces. So that was basically the first one we went for. We went for the Kamaro's Mask side quest, which, as you can see, has us going to West Clock Town and hanging out with the Rosa sisters, who Delta called questionable at the beginning of this playthrough, which I don't disagree with at all. But still, and if I made any false generalization about Japanese dancers, I wasn't trying to. I was just saying that it's a cultural thing that some of them don't wear a whole lot of clothing. And then when Delta saw that guard watching, he was like, "Ooh, he's the questionable one now." And then he had a good laugh right about here when they said, "You are our master," and he kind of, giggled at that, because there's a lot of different things master can mean to a teenage boy, evidently. So yeah, there's the heart piece. We went for another heart piece. Immediately after that, I told Delta, "Hey, just go fall in that hole. Nothing bad will happen to you." So he fell into the Dodongo pit and died. He just died once. Actually, a lot. He died a lot down there, because he forgot how to use his shield, and he was pressing the target button instead of the shield button. So he finally got it together with 3/4 of a heart, and finished off both Dodongos, picked up the roops, and cracked open the chest for another heart piece. And that was his fourth, because if you remember, he got one. I think he got 2 pieces of heart in a previous episode. I couldn't tell you which one. But then I introduced him to the banker. We checked out the Clock Town Bank, because one of his other problems was that he lost his rupees when he went back in time. But the Shigeru and Eiji and all those guys over there at the productions, I don't even know what you call it. Anyways, they thought of that. They thought ahead and put in the bank where you can save rupees. So we did that too. Then I had Delta skip forward in time a little bit, so that he could go and get another very important mask that's not necessary at all, but definitely helps a lot in collecting things quickly. So I headed on to Milk Road, incorrectly assuming, of course, that he already had the Bremen mask, because you need that one. It's a prerequisite. So I thought, well, crud, we can't get this yet, so let's just go back and kill some Dodongs and, pick up some roops. So I had him go hunt some more rupees so that he could do something else, while we had to make the most of our time, because we had the rest of this 3-day cycle, and we didn't want to just waste it. So that's another thing that made this a lot longer of an episode, and it just wouldn't have worked well, because our commentary was basically like, whatever. But anyways, he gave us the bigger wallet, and then we went and got a small bomb bag, which I kind of failed to put it all together properly and get the big bomb bag, which we could have gotten. Yeah, he's gonna be mad when he hears that. But there was a little mini quest that we ended up not being able to do, and rupees are so easy to come by in this game. So anyways, I went and talked to Guru, I actually picked up the controller at this point, and because I felt bad about running him around and telling him the wrong thing, because I forgot the whole Bremen mask part. So anyways, I went up and picked up the Bremen mask, and then ran on down to Romani Ranch, and went into the Kuko Shack. Yeah, this guy, Grog. I think his name is Grog, the little funky guy sitting under the tree. And we marched around, you know, did the Bremen March, and picked up some Kukos and turned them into, well, Kuko chicks, and we turned them into Kukos. And then, if you don't know, in Majora's Mask, that's what this guy's all upset about. He's sitting there kind of with his head hung down, and he's upset, you know, because these little Kukos, they're not in good shape. So he wanted us to do the thing, and by the thing, I mean, make his Kukos grow up. So we made his Kukos grow up, and he rewarded our very noble effort with the bunny hood. Because who wouldn't want bunny ears? But no, it makes you run a lot faster and ends up saving a lot of time in the dungeons when you have to go back and forth a lot. Stone Tower. And it's just like, we still haven't made up our minds on the whole 100% completion thing, but we'll probably get all the masks. So then we went back in time and saved, and we'll meet you guys back at the Woodfall Temple next time. Thanks for watching, and I hope you didn't mind the side questing.